We're here in the Badger Den. It's Badger Exploration. We're back again at it, live here, hanging out at the live stream in the Badger Den, in the shop. We're working on some tools and getting ready for tomorrow, which we are going to be doing some epic stuff. Actually, let's see, which way do I want to show y'all first? Maybe I'll show it this way. First off, we are coating on handles and doing all sorts of handle work here. So I'm gonna just find you all a place to, whoops-a-daisy, kind of live here while we're doing that. Oh yeah. Thank you all for hanging out. It's Badger Exploration. We find things. Today we are working on some tool handles, some shovels, some hammers for the blacksmithing forge, and some other tools that we are using for crevicing and gold panning. That being said, I need to find my funnel. But now, not sure where they went. Oh well, I'm just gonna pour it in here. How y'all been? Gonna do some burnt load. Hey, what's up, the Marty Sparrow? I am gonna be going out magnet fishing tomorrow with my little partner in crime, my buddy, Little Badger, and his friend. If you guys are interested in going magnet fishing tomorrow afternoon in Appleton, Wisconsin, hit me up, let me know. But yeah, we'll be going out tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be going bottle digging Saturday and Sunday for a spell, and because of that, gotta get these handles all on. Right now I'm working on this puppy here. Just a little design of my own making. Now when we're doing that bottle digging, we were just go through a bunch of these guys. So I took an old hoe and I really cut it out into some, cut it out into some thicker little scrapers. Have a nice little short guy here that I'm gonna kind of use to pluck those bottles out, because we were up north with Pike River Prospecting, Tim, and the amazing Miss Fox. We were up there with Ron as well from Pike River Prospecting, and we found bottles from 1860s to 1870s, all the way to the late 1890s, guys. We found a bunch of wheat pennies, Indian head pennies, all sorts of stuff. So, been just smashing and destroying the finds, guys, in a good way, of course, in a good way. But with that being said, some of this linseed oil on here. And first off, you get to watch us, or watch me, burn the handle, giving it a traditional blacksmith's blackened char. You can see here from my rawhide mallet. First off, we'll go with this guy. A lot of these tools were either found metal detecting, magnet fishing, or I made them from scrap that I found magnet fishing. Everything on the channel, guys, is all about reduce, reuse, recycle. And today we're just hanging out in the shop, working on some of our treasure finds. A little bit later, we're going to be going over bottle digging and some of the top tips that we use when we come into contact with bottles. Yeah. Show you guys some of the tips and some of the things I learned, and that I'm adding on to these tools here, so that we break a few less bottles and crocks and glassware, and also make it a bit easier on us and our bodies. What do we got? Rawhide mallet. Yep. That is, so rawhide mallet is a heavy duty mallet used for like woodworking, and you can use it too for even blacksmithing stuff. There's a cast iron pincher in here, and then you run this up. And what would be smashed in between these ends would be rolls of rawhide. And so you go, and what that does, it doesn't mar the metal, it doesn't mar the wood, it doesn't mar whatever you're working on. But the cast iron grips that are on it allow it to actually have some weight behind it to allow it to be an effective mallet-like tool. And this is a traditional sealant. So this is very common with blacksmiths and very popular in England as well. I've absolutely fallen in love with this the last few years now, as I actually char and burn the whole handle after I've sanded it and gotten it. I make my own handles, so I start from a round most of the time, square. And then I could put this light char on it, and while it's still hot, I like to take a rag here, just get the excess char and like charcoal off. Make sure there's no spots I missed. All right, see here a little bit. And while it's nice and hot like this, I want to do the linseed oil. That way, the heat of it actually will suck that linseed oil, guys, right up into there. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe. We are a channel all about conservation and finding things, guys. We get out there and we find things. This is Badger Exploration. So if you want to support the channel, support the mission, help us get more kids and more people out, make sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And if you really feel like helping, it'd be awesome if you checked out our new member program where you can join for a monthly subscription to help support the Badger and the Fox. Get out there and find things, cleaning up the local waterways of Wisconsin and the U.S. while finding and preserving relics and history for future generations. If you want to get out there yourself, guys, there's all sorts of codes that you can use to get yourself a discount on a metal detector from RX Myco, a new sponsor of mine coming this way, from Pike River Prospecting over in Wasaki, Wisconsin, all your treasure hunting and gold prospecting needs. And of course, Kratos Magnetics, my magnet company that has been sponsoring me since the beginning. Huge shout out to Ben and all the guys over at Kratos. But yeah, so there it is. I have it nice and soaked now, but I have to put on another layer. While I do that though, I have several other. I have this big old shovel here. And the reason I'm making another shovel, here, I'll actually take this out to show you, is because earlier when we were out, it was me and my girlfriend, Miss Fox, but we needed a few more shovels, one for her and one for me. So I've got this one that I redid for myself, which is an old USA #2 tempered shovel. I found this magnet fishing, actually, guys. This is in incredible shape. Put a little brass piece through there, made the handle. Of course, we got blacksmith hammer here, my old traditional claw hammer here with still has plumb on there. This was a find actually by Miss Fox while we were river walking in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This awesome, like I think it's like a 2 pound or 4 pound ball peen. Love that for the forge. Then we got these awesome shovels. We got this like real skinny tempered USA #2 tempered L74. This is an awesome little trench little planting shovel. I like this though for taking out metal detecting. Just because of the depth of it, I can get a really nice deep plug. So I put this older handle on that I'd found magnet fishing. See how it holds up. And this is an old little trenching shovel that I put on this handle here from an hickory. This is a hickory handle that I made out of an old tree that used to stand on our property. But yeah, so we got these two left to go, these 3 hammers, and we have this full shovel spade. We also have done, we got to get these all put on handles as well. But we've also done this handle as well. Made this guy for my pitchfork. Now you wonder, what would you need a pitchfork when it comes to bottle hunting or bottle digging, treasure hunting? There's a whole host of reasons you're going to need more than 1, 2, maybe 3 pitchforks. So when you're out there bottle hunting, bottle digging, you're in a pit of bottles. And what you want to do, you don't want to break them. And going in with the shovel and spade and just getting at it, you're going to end up, breaking a few eggs to make that omelet. So this is kind of our trick that we've been using is 3 different grades of these. If the soil's really, really loose and open, and there's, especially if it's sandy and there's a ton of like roots, we will use this and press it into there and then wiggle it out and pop it up and use it almost to probe in to see if we feel any glass. And we'll use this really delicately, and because of how fine the points are, it goes in a lot simpler. Where if we were to just bust in with that big shovel, we could crack right through an old, 200, 130 to 150-year-old bottle. That's a good question, right? Why would anyone want to throw this stuff away? I ask that question all the time. as a magnet fisher, metal detector, generally just finding things, I can tell you. Here, let me go through, you guys, and I'll show you just some. This isn't everything. These are just some of the things that I'm working on right now. Here's just 4 of the, I don't even know, dozens of pickaxes I found. Some of the axes over there, some more stuff over the axe over there, all sorts of, various metal chunks and bits, an old trap. You never know what you're gonna find. Buckets of 3mm ammunition, big old wash bin and wash tray here. We found, here, a bunch of little wheels, a little revolver inside piece. We found musket ball, cannonballs, tops of a car, old knives. How we even found this awesome little revolver barrel or gun barrel. I mean, the finds are endless. These are just tools. Everything except this was found magnet fishing or metal detecting. So look at all those tools, just waiting to get restored and worked on. All safe. Found this Pulaski number back. But yeah, you never know, guys. You never know what you're going to find. Especially when you're treasure hunting, let me tell you. But yeah, I mean, here's some other stuff actually that are all restored. Now, they look like garbage when I find it. A lot of times I don't even know what they are until I've restored them. But found this magnet fishing. And now it's one of my favorite sledgehammers. Or mauling sledgehammers. Here's my maul that I had found a while back. This is one of the coolest axes and oldest axes in my collection. Now, this is not one that I use, but this is one that I did redo and actually did a restoration video on D&B Restoration, my channel with my partner. But this is a really old hand-forged axe that we had found magnet fishing in northern Wisconsin. As you can see there, guys, see that? That was forge weld on to that hammerhead. Now, someday, this is going to be an axe that's going to hang up in my treasure hunting room, my hall of treasures, but for now it sits there. And we got this awesome guy. Oh, I love this one. It's a fun little, a bit of a collector of tools, so if I get my hands on it, I'm gonna restore it best I can and try to use it, which is why we're working on these lovely bits. This is the piece I really am excited about. Now, since I was here last, I actually have been gluing up a piece of wood. I have to figure out where that is. Hanging, there it is. You see this, guys? I was gluing a bit of walnut on here, and this is kind of my first attempt at doing this, but making it so it's wide enough to fit in the eye loop there. It's been glued now for a while, so maybe I'll get to working on that today. But yeah. Exactly. You're right, Mighty Sparrow. They could be in our generation, in my family for generations. And quite frankly, I know they will now because I really appreciate it. And that's part of why I get out there and find these things, because men and women made their livelihoods with a lot of these tools. Especially in Wisconsin, we have the logging history, such a profound and impactful part of who we are and what shaped the state of Wisconsin in early days. And that was how everyone made their money, was farming, logging, all those different pursuits, and finding all these tools, 100-year-old, and being able to bring them back to life is part of that mission we have here at Badger Exploration, preserving things for future generations. And you're right, old is gold. I'll tell you what, they do not make the steel like they do on these tools, man. These tools, if I was to buy them new, at the quality they are, oh my gosh. One, I wouldn't be buying them new. They're too expensive. You go broke. And if you guys know tools or you do any work with your hands, you know that the older tools, man, you want to get a good toolkit, a good tool box, especially with hand tools, I'd just say go to an antique mall. About $100, you probably make yourself one incredible, and I mean incredible, little toolkit there, guys. I mean, my best tools I've found either in a river, metal detecting, or I've found at probably antique malls, old barns, that kind of thing. Another great way to get your hand on some old gold is find yourself a estate sale, especially estate sales that are old farms, that kind of thing. You can find yourself, you can find yourself darn near anything you might need Because, you know, these old farmsteads, these old guys, man, the old heads, did it yourself or you didn't do it at all, you know? You replaced the handle, you didn't buy a new shovel. And that's kind of how I've been my whole life now. So I learned it from my dad and my mom, and my parents. And I kind of ran with the whole repairing tools thing a lot more than, next thing I know, I've got one hell of a collection that I've spent almost nothing on. Tomorrow we're going to be going magnet fishing, and one of the tools that I have found just so many of, guys, to the point I'm like, oh my gosh, is pickaroons, which is a style, or it's a type of tool to pick up cut cords of wood to stack them up easily without having to bend over. And it's just basically a spike at the end of a handle, of an axe handle. The spot we're going to in Appleton has just been loaded with them. I've caught hundreds in my life now there. So we're going to go back to that spot, see what it's got for us, and see what we can find. It's one of those places where you know a lot of industry occurred, and because of that industry, there was a ton of tools dropped into that part of the river. I found massive train tools, pickaxes, Pulaskis. We found axe heads, double bit axe heads, full-on toolboxes, and they're all old. I mean, old finds, guys. Oh yeah, burning all this, getting it nice and black and charred. So Daisy. And the shovel is black as the day is night, or whatever. That made no sense, and I'm okay with it. Alrighty. Got that all off it now. Where is the tube? Here it is. Nice and thick. I like to get a nice greasy layer so you can visibly see it just oozing all over the handle. And I let it just kind of sit on there for a little while, soak in, and I'll keep working on the next stuff here. What happened to the bulky chisel you found a few weeks back magnet fishing? Oh yeah, that big giant chisel. That is in here somewhere, and that is on the, I think it might be actually in this here. It is on the list of repairs. I'm excited about our restorations. I really want to turn that chisel into a giant, like one of my framing chisels, as I'm slowly building myself a traditional timber framing toolkit. Because I figured, I was like, man, I've almost got all these tools. I might as well get working on the whole kits, right? I mean, sheesh. All right, well, that's going. I'll get this mirrored. Hey, what's up, PA? How you doing, buddy? It's a pleasure, brother. It is a pleasure to have you back in the live. We are working here in the shop on some tools for ball digging and even a little bit of gold prospecting. Hell, why not, right? How's it been, PA? If you guys haven't checked out PA, make sure to do so. If you guys like prospecting, PA Prospector is one of my favorite prospectors. He's a great guy, and he's a man that appreciates wearing black and the utility of a good belt. So, shout out to PA. How's it going, brother? Love to get on one of those lives with you one of these times, man. We gotta plan something, figure something out. Fuel cans for the blowtorch refillable, or when they are refillable, but I because of the deals I get, like it's a lot easier to just buy these in like 3-packs from. I actually get them online now. I buy them there, and then I get a returnable, like a return, a couple bucks back for it. But I just get the cans of it. It's not too expensive. I go through it maybe like 2 cans, 3 cans a year, and I make a lot of tool handles. So I mean, it's not like something. I mean, I use it too to like heat up the rivets and stuff, the ends of my rivets. But yeah, other than that, it's not like crazy. Just getting that linseed oil on these nice little guys. All right, so this was a hammer that my girlfriend found creek walking in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tell it's a pretty older hammer there, but we got this puppy full restored, and I made a beautiful little handle for it, and I am absolutely thrilled about this one. Putting together a couple toolboxes for my kids now. Getting some stuff ready for them as they get older here. They're not going to need it for a few years, of course, but when they do need it, Papa Badger's going to be ready for them. Good to see you, brother. Here we go. Let these puppies dry now. We are going to work on these two next. Wa-chow. Hope you guys are all up to some fun stuff. Got anything planned for this coming fall? I know I'm going to be doing lots of bottle digging, and we got a trip planned. We're going to be going to Southern Indiana with Danny Dip, and outdoor influencer, a couple of my best buds and Magna Fishers. After that, we're going to be coming back north, going to northern Wisconsin, and we're going to be doing a bunch of bottle digging and relic hunting in the Nicolay National Forest and Marinette, Menominee area. After that, we're going to be doing some magnet fishing out in the west part of the state. Yeah, it's good times, guys, good times. But the most important thing is that I get these guys done and then get all my magnet stuff packed up, because tomorrow is the day of magnet fishing, my friends. We are going to be magnet fishing all over Appleton. And I'm going to be joined with a couple of my little helpers. The Badger, or the little Badger, and his buddy Henry. I'm going to be taking them out magnet fishing. It's going to be Henry's first time magnet fishing, actually. So, wish us luck, guys. Hey, what's up, Hot Mess? Oh, I am? Well, heck yeah, I'm Hot Mess. I don't know if you're going live, but I wanted to see maybe we could get you on a live or something one of these times. But I've definitely got to check out the video. I saw the one of Nashville you had with me and Jeff. That was pretty cool. If you're ever in the area, man, let me know, Hot Mess Fishing. I'd love to go magnet fishing with you. I know we're going to be going to Southern Indiana, me, Jeff, and Danny, coming up here in the next few weeks, early October. Get this nice and drenched. There we go. Nice and moist. And nice and lubricated. See this oil, this wood, some of this wood's older, so it is just heating it up. Like just drinking this stuff up, guys, which is awesome. What you want? That's the one that are trash for cash video? Oh, heck yeah. Right on, Hot Mess. That was a super good video. I liked it. It was awesome getting to meet you. I wish it wasn't so freaking hot, and I wish I didn't have to run back that day, but the job I was working at the time, which, speaking of which, guys, I guess I could tell you all here. I'm no longer working at the Mac Shack. They basically were just treating me kind of like trash and expecting way too much, asking a lot of crap, and then they decided that they thought they could try and demote me after I was in the ER taking care of my son. So even though I had the note and everything else, they were like, we're still just going to demote you. So I said, all right, forget it. I am done. So guys, we are making a hot run at it. I'm waiting to get a job here till the summer. Looks like maybe like a month. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I am applying to places, but till then, I'm going hard in the paint on elijahdercks. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to click that like, comment, subscribe button. Helps us out more than you guys know. And we got videos coming out every single day, every 5 days, a full video. And we are doing tons of magnet fishing and adventures coming up here in the next 2 months before the end of the season and everything gets cold. Because, well, you guys know, I live in Wisconsin, the great north, frozen tundra. It's cold out here. All right. These are all done now. What state are you in? I am in Wisconsin. The Badger State. Heck yeah, guys. That is going to be all of my tools are done now. Here. So here's the first one. This was one that was a little bit more specialized that I made. So I wanted a little bit wider grooves, but I wanted something that could really just rake through a lot of that dirt and move it out when I'm in these holes, real deep holes that we'll dig for bottles and relics. I mean, we were in about a 7-8 foot hole the other day. And something like these little shorter guys, these are great. So I have one that's about this little 3 foot, 2.5, 3 foot size. I have a bunch of them that are only about little 8 to 12 footers. And then I have like 2 of them that are the big long ones that are coming up. So it's a great addition to the Badger tool fam. Maybe I should get actually I should. Just getting that nice and cleaned up here. Cool. Nice and cleaned up now. I like putting these little guys on. I can clip little things onto here. Also, if I have my little harness, I've got a bunch of little clips on the suspenders so I can just clip it and it kind of hangs there. So in Wisconsin a couple weeks ago. Oh, really? Yeah, there's no Chicago. Oh, the metal detecting event there. Yeah, I know exactly actually what you're talking about. At the time I was working, I couldn't make it. But heck, if you're ever in the Chicago area, I know we're going to be magnet fishing here coming up next between like the 8th and the 15th or something of that effect, I think. So, you know, hit us up. Okay, after that one, right? I know, I'm into this one. I'm really liking this one. This one is my might be one of my new favorite ones. That happens to me a lot. I'll find epic tools like this and just bam, get all crazy for them. But yeah, so now we got this awesome blacksmithing hammer here. Found this magnet fishing in southwestern Wisconsin. We'll put it with my other ones. Here's another one I found and made a handle for a while back. Made this handle for us. One of the only handles, I think, this one and that one up there that I've made that don't have it all dark. But yeah, here's kind of where I have all my blacksmithing hammers. I'll put this one here with this guy. Let's see there. Oops, a daisy. I got this puppy from my grandma, pouring out some stuff. But now we got this awesome bush axe, and it's kind of one of the things I'm working on currently. This was going to be the handle for it. Normally, I start with just a chunk of hickory or ash. I'll show you actually what I have drying out for next year. This is all getting nice and dry like for handles and different projects here. But we have some ash and hickory and elm in here. This is some elm and hickory. And then some project woods over there. Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay, I'll go work on that. Oh, you are going to work Chicago Dig Fest. Right on. If you're into metal detecting, I have some really killer spots, hot mess magnet fishing. So if you wanted to come up and plan a trip, or anyone that's into metal detecting, I have never before hit 130-plus-year-old logging camps. Just the other day, if you watched the short, we found a bunch of wheat pennies, silver coins, bullets, 1800s bottles. Every one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, was found in 30 minutes metal detecting one of the logging camps that I have located. And we're basically it's basically me and 2 other people are the only ones that have access to these spots unless I bring people to them. So if you're interested in hot mess magnet fishing, you're always welcome here in the Badger State, and we'll take you on a real metal detecting adventure. I don't know if you've seen my metal detecting videos, but you should check them out. See the crazy stuff we find. Just found a full-on crosscut saw the other day. That was nuts. But yeah, putting these guys back is exciting. I think better than putting the tool away than you just made. Nothing quite better. Take this guy. Don't tell me. I love metal detecting. It's become one of my favorite things to do. It allows me to find pretty much everything. I mean, it's great for bottle hunting because they're essential to find bottle, like digging sites. I've found some of the most incredible stuff. In fact, later tomorrow or another day, I've got to come out here actually and metal detect for my dad's bolts that he lost while I swing. Right now, I'm swinging the Nokta Simplex Plus and the Nokta Simplex Evolve, I believe. It's like the little upgraded version one with the small coil. But I am getting sent from another company. They just reached out to me a couple days ago that they're going to be sponsoring some videos and sending out a metal detector, the RX Minco, which is fully waterproof for up to like 30 feet. So I can go river anywhere. I can do anywhere. I really like my metal detectors, especially now that I've gotten these newer ones and like gotten used to them. It's a lot more, a lot more enjoyable just because I can, actually like find stuff. Nokta Legend. Oh, that's it. That's it. The triple score. Yes, yeah, definitely. I know. I love the Noktas. I know the RX company sponsored me. We'll see how that one is. But yeah, bring them up. I know me and my girlfriend are going to be using the RX and the Nokta Simplex Plus for a while, unless the companies keep sending us out stuff. And I know I'd love that. That'd be great. I know we could. We're going to be going up there a bunch in the next few weeks here. So next month or two up until December, just basically hitting it till the ground's too frozen for me to get through. And then once it is too frozen, I'm gonna go to all the bottle digging spots and set up my heater and dig in the winter, I think, this year. Because I figure once I get through that top 13 or so feet, or not feet, sorry, 13 or so inches, I'll be mint. All right, guys. Here they are, all done and gussied up. When I come, can I bring? You definitely can. Definitely bring whatever you'd like. One of the 8 reps. Oh, really? That's epic, Hot Mess. I did not know that. That's really, really cool. Nokta, a while back, had reached out to me when I had the Simplex Plus, and they gave me some money to go like do a test video of it like 2 years ago. But it's probably the last time I spoke with them or talked to anything with them, and that was before I was going hard and to metal detecting too. But that's really cool. Nokta's been my favorite one so far, and actually one of my sponsors, he owns a treasure hunting club and treasure hunting gear store. It's the only one in the Midwest, actually. Ron is his name, from Pike River Prospecting in Wissahickon, Wisconsin. And he is a Nokta Legend retailer and dealer. He's been hooking me up fat. He got me my pinpointer from Nokta and all my different gear from that. But love to hear about your metal detecting, Hot Mess. That's pretty cool. That the triple score is Ron's favorite as well. That's the one he's been telling me I might want to get down the way. I'm gonna try this RX one, but with the money in the bank right now and I'm losing my job, it's not really the time to buy a metal detector. But definitely would love to have you come out there. And plus that'd be actually really great too. Do some collaboration videos regarding the company that's sending out the RX Mine Co. And see how they compare up. Well, Hot Mess, if you can, just maybe message me on Instagram or Facebook private message or something. I'll give you my number and information. We can chat further. But here's this guy, all done and set. I'm going to go stick these in the ground, actually, so y'all can see them. They look pretty cool. All right, bet. Well, make sure to message me tonight because I can head out. Maybe we can even go live sometime and chat about it further because, yeah, I'd love to collab, Hot Mess. Get to see him in all their glory in the sun. Stuff. This little guy. I'm loving it. Not sure what I'm going to name it. Here they are. So my idea is this one I'm going to be using a bit for metal detecting again. I'd used it before, but I made the handle too thin and broke it because I was trying to make it lighter. So I put this handle on here this time, and it might break because it's older wood, but I wanted to try it, see how it turns out, and I like this top piece here. So same with this one. Gonna be nice. I do have a normal metal detecting, like a razor edge Excalibur sword, or not sword, sorry, Excalibur shovel, but it's okay. I notice my girlfriend likes it a bit, but I've been really liking this shovel actually, and this shovel. But also, these are great. When you get onto some of these giant foundations that we found, because they're so old in the way and that they moved throughout the North Woods while they were logging, what happens is you get these massive brims that almost, they look like small, like the foundations of a property. So you might see like 100 yards down, you're going to see this brim that's about 2 to 3 feet tall. And that's going to be around all the foundations at most of these locations here. The reason that is when they built these old log cabins during the logging days in the 1830s to 60s, 50s, 70s, all that stuff in the early 1800s there. They would build these brims up and have these massive ditches, and then underneath they'd have 2 to 3 feet basically of crawl space where they would lay the boards across the way, the old logs, they'd lay them across on those brims as the floor and foundation, and then built up from there. What happens is underneath that foundation became kind of a dumping ground. So that's where, you'd have your bottle, your tinctures, your wizard oil, like I found in one of my episodes, metal detecting there, or we find these, blob top, really old bottles, different, all sorts of different pendants. We'll find pieces of, guns. We found guns, axe heads, all sorts of tools. And it's really interesting when you get near the blacksmith shops or the toolmaker shop, because that's when you start to see just how much they brought iron and raw material that they brought in, made their axes and all the tools and the equipment they needed on site. And while on site, when they picked up and moved, they basically took their anvil, and it appears to be that's it. They left with very little care about the remnants that they left. Because of that, we find so much crazy stuff, guys, from countless crosscut saws to all sorts of incredible styles of axes and compasses. We found tons of measuring tools, and I've even found a few, which has been exciting, a few of my very first framing tools, like the chisel that the gentleman had chatted about earlier. Amazon shovel, nice. The hot pink Excalibur tools, nice. I personally, buying tools is always kind of cool, I guess. I get it. I do like buying tools, and I love tools. I'm a tool hoarder, no doubt. But when it comes down to it, I just have a thing for making my own tools. I just love it. I just deeply, deeply love it. I don't know. Especially when I get to use them. There's just something about it. It just feels so good. So right. Put all these tools in here. A handy dandy wagon. Now, let's see what to work on next, gang. I do need this to rake away leaves while bottle digging, but I don't need it as long as it is. So let's figure that out. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Hot Mess. Yeah, when you come hang out, we can go to the Badger Den in the shop, and if you have something you need or work on, we can always do that too for a little while. It's one of those things where I knew. How do I say this? I knew that it'll take some time for me to get across on YouTube and to the world what I'm doing here. And so while I'm doing what I'm doing here, I knew I had to make sure that I was able to kind of make and do to get the job done. So whenever I can, I like to spend time really working on developing my hand skills and my skill sets. But I'll tell you what, lots of failure, lots of trial and error before things start to turn out nice or work. Not just turn out nice, just work. So, appreciate it. Thank you, Hot Mess. I do make knives, and here's actually one of the blanks that I've been working on. It's going to be a skinning buck knife, or a skinning knife for working through an animal. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. That'd be great. I'd love to do that. Especially where are you from, Hot Mess? Where are you at? Whoopsie. That's true. That is very true. Every time I fail, I do feel a lot better when I'm done failing, because that means I am closer to when I will succeed. That is the truth, Hot Mess. That is the truth. Alrighty. Central Kentucky. Hell yeah. All right. Well, maybe to plan a trip down there with Miss Fox. We'd love to probably link up and do something. That sounds pretty cool, actually. I loved Kentucky and Tennessee when I drove through them, but I didn't stop much. I didn't have a lot of time there, so unfortunately. Oh. 6 hours from Chicago? Oh, bet. Well, we're going to be in southern Indiana magnet fishing. I have to get the dates from Jeff and Danny, but when I do get them, I'll let you know if you text me. or once we exchange our information. That's what I mean. Currently, I'm spoke shaving all the old gray handle off of this. I'm not doing anything crazy to this, just stripping it. And then gonna sand it down a little bit with my hand. Ooh, gotta love those. That's when you got a nice, sharp spoke shave. Hey, what's up, Dirty Mag Yacker? How you doing, brother? I was super impressed with your last couple of videos, man. They were dope. They were really, really dope. We gotta try to find a time to get out there again, man. I just have a couple months now where I'm actually gonna be doing this pretty full time until basically December. And I was gonna see. I don't have a ton of money or ability to go too far, but I'm trying to see how many people we can get together and do some magnet fishing. I was chatting actually, Dirty Mag Yackers, with a couple of fans that recognized me when I was in northern Wisconsin, and they had recognized mentioned you in one of the videos of mine that you were in, Dirty Mag Yackers. So they said they've watched you a bunch, and they were surprised when I hopped up or you were in one of my videos with them. They're like, "What? No way!" I was like, "Yeah, man, I know him. He's awesome." Depending on where y'all are fishing, I might not be too far at all. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Damn, I just watched. Were you just live, Dirty Mad Yacker? Heck yeah. You magnet fishing? Yeah, I'm not actually sure where we're going. This trip was planned by Jeff and Danny so far. We haven't done a whole lot of planning. Right now, Jeff's at work at the moment, and Danny is currently in Colorado with his girlfriend. So I'm just kind of waiting till they're back to plan the rest of the trip with them. But yeah, if it's not too far, it'd be awesome actually to get a video with y'all. Okay. Cool. Brazil. What's up, Brazil? Welcome. Welcome to The Badger. My name is Elijah, aka The Badger, and this is Badger Exploration. Welcome, guys. We are currently working on some tools. Treasure hunting. I'm going to sand this up quick. Still using the old rusty hand-me-down magnet. Yeah. I lost the 360. Well, I didn't. My cousin had lost it. Pissed me off. But right now I've got the new 360 from Kratos, Titan. I have 124 clamp. I used to have 2 clamps, 2 360s, but they got lost by different people. Not me though. So, and I've got countless tiny magnets, but those I've been using as kind of gifts for different people. Different, subscribers, people that come out and find stuff. Right until I toss them out. Yeah, hot mess. I'm not gonna lie. If there is something that that's one of the things I got to get another one is a new 360 or upgraded magnet again, or another one because they're the best. I mean, the 360 magnets. It's such a difference. Hot mess. It's such a difference. I went from being about magnet fishing to going to the magnet fishing meetup using a 360 and buying one that day and never looking back. So, and well, it's history then. Sweet. All right. Oh, huge difference. Yeah, I agree. It's a major, major difference. Right, hot mess. What's the coolest thing you found magnet fishing? Heck yeah. So a tip, guys, if you're going to be using burnt linseed oil to finish your handles like I am here, always make sure that all the leftover linseed oil is then taken, like all the rags, you have to collect them together because they can't like just sit in the air. They will actually they can self-combust. I actually know a lady pretty well from my prospecting group that in her shop was using burnt linseed oil, threw the rags in a bag and in a bin, and they actually caught on fire and she lost her whole shop, unfortunately. I got the most excited over a vintage swim bait that I wanted to restore. Ooh. I actually have all the stuff to do electrolysis, so yeah, electrolysis is pretty cool. It's one of my favorite ways to do stuff. It's just the way I have to set it up is I gotta make a nicer like barrel or like a system for it because I want to set it up so you guys can actually watch it like on a live. Well, that's all right there, Hot Mess Fishing, because I'm sure there's many things you can teach me about L detecting, so we can trade skills then. Cool. Just a rake, but you know, gotta rake the leaves either way. We got this guy, which gotta clean up all this crap off it, but I'd like to use this because this actually might be a nice shovel for shoveling all the loose stuff out of the bottom of those holes. Or I might, one thing is I do like this one. It's pretty old, but it's in decent enough shape that I could actually fix this up pretty decent, I think. But I like this for the fact that it's like an old coal shovel, but it has the sides on there to shovel like junk out. So maybe I'll work on this one. But yeah, coming along. So let's see if the handle, so if you guys are curious what this is a hickory handle where I glued on 2 sections of walnut. I did that to make it so the eye loop would fit in there with this. And I wanted to add a little extra color, a little light, make it kind of funky. It's been drying now for a few days. You have a battery charger for your boats? Oh, wow. Bet, definitely, yeah. If you got a battery, and a battery charger, you know, especially one that an older one that doesn't have the guard on it. Heck yeah. All right, so here we go. That should just about fit. However, it's a little bit extra, but I think we can make this work. All right, so first off, I'm gonna take it from here, kind of draw it on. All right. I really don't know. I'll probably have to use I guess I could try. Try spoke shaving it. Actually, here. There we go. It's an old charger. His dad's. Oh, bet. Perfect. Well, that's the way to go then. Yeah, that's probably the best way. And then make sure that your metal, I like to use rebar. So a lot of times, when we're magnet fishing, we'll find brand new rebar. Don't use the stuff with green on it though. That doesn't conduct as well. The green kind of messes it up. But at least that's what I've found to happen. One of the things about electrolysis too is you want to make sure you don't go too long, and I believe it's baking soda you want to use as some type of like a protectant. All right. So we are just going to take this here, guys, and kind of spoke shape this guy down so it fits that eyelet that we drew on the top here. Using this spoke shape. These are all Wisconsin woods I'm working with here, but this handle actually is an old handle from my grandfather. It was a pickaxe handle that I have repurposed as I made a new handle since the top of this one actually cracked on me. And so it is now being repurposed into my first attempt at this for my pickaxe, or my mining pickaxe. So this is a small little mining pickaxe that I have found out in North Carolina. Is well over 100 years old, and I'm very excited about it because I want to restore it up here, make a nice little handle for it, and use it to actually go prospecting and digging in a lot of these actual mines that I have access to, along with using it in some of the gemstone and quartz mines up in the UP that I have access coming up next year. So lots of big stuff coming up, guys, here at the Voyager Exploration. So if you're new, guys, make sure to drop that like. Helps more than you know. Hit that thumbs up. And if you guys are into watching specifically those magnet fishing lives, don't worry. Tomorrow, we will be out magnet fishing all afternoon. And I'll be going live for a whole bunch of it. Definitely come along well. Ever went UP-led hunting? Oh, you know it. I lived in the UP for 3 years. In fact, when they were first discovered and the guy kind of went on and on about them, I was up in Marquette finding them like crazy. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel that's over probably 6 years old on how to find UP-lights and finding them. It's actually, when I look back at it, it is the very first ever, I guess, treasure hunting video I ever made before I even made treasure hunting videos. All right, see, the first half of this actually is turning out pretty nice. Got that nice curve on there. So now we got to take all this junk off. Three awesome people in the chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate y'all very, very much. If you guys like what you see, make sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Share it out with a friend that you think might enjoy this content as well. Help a bunch. Oh, you met him. That's super cool. Oh yeah, for sure. Really, that's super cool. I found him everywhere. I found him kind of all over the Great Lakes, specifically Lake Michigan and Lake Superior. Haven't found them on Lake Erie or any of the other Great Lakes, I guess, but haven't also looked on them, so can't really. But yeah, no, euchrolyte hunting is really kind of cool. I actually love going fossil hunting all over Lake Michigan and Lake Superior. I just got done with a really cool trip earlier in the year with Danny Dipp and me. We did the Great Loop all the way around Lake Michigan, and really had a great time. I went and did some euchrolyte fossil hunting. We found Petoskey stones, you name it, guys. We were having a ball. Alrighty. So that's bottom sides got a lot nicer than the top one. Go back to the top here. There we go. Oh yeah, she's getting on there nice. Oh, she'll get on there, I think, pretty good. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. That's holding in pretty nice, guys. Heck yeah. I gotta figure out what I do with the rest of this puppy, but nice. All right, all right. Come along. Let's see what we got here, huh? Oh yeah, it fits pretty good. All right, so now I'm going to pop this off, actually. Cut the center gauge in it. Sweet. Now I just got to cut that middle piece through the middle, like to put the wedge through. Here it is. Sweet. Hey, what's up, two brothers? What's up? How's it going? We are hanging out here and just getting at restoring this pickaxe that I found in North Carolina when I was out there visiting you guys over at Lucky Strike. And I've just made myself a little handle here for it. And I'm about to cut the wedge for it. I have some opportunities this year to go in some caves, doing some crystal, geode, or crystal mining, potentially do some gold mining inside of an actual mine. And I want to use a nice little pickaxe that I found all those years ago. A year ago. Let's see. Need my other one, but I don't have it with me. That's how she goes. Oh, there we go. This one's working. Huh. Whoo! There we go. Hell yeah. Now I just gotta shape the handle itself so it's not so crusty, but we got that point in. Heck yeah, guys. Heck yeah. That was rough. What was? Oh, the handle is pretty rough still, if that's what you mean. I don't know. Oh yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, two brothers. Hey, I was gonna go magnet fishing today, but I talked to my little partner in crime, the little badger, and he was like, well, I'd like to go, but I would rather go tomorrow with my buddy Henry. And so we are going tomorrow with his buddy Henry, magnet fishing in Appleton, Wisconsin. Pretty excited. So I thought I'd take today to a few hours here at the shop, shooting the bow with my dad, crossbow, and fortunately, he lost a bunch of his bolts. So I'm gonna have to do a metal detecting mission for my dad so he can find his arrows for his crossbow. Deer hunting is upon us, so don't want Pops without his arrows. Oh, sir. Whew, it's quite warm out, let me tell you. So we got to figure out how to make this less cumbersome. So all right. All right, see you later there. Hey, put your wedge into it. Do you glue it or also? I do actually use a little bit of wood glue, but first I like to make sure the inside has that linseed oil on it, but I do use a bit of wood glue. This is what I actually use for tongue and groove, actually. That's what it is. It's Eco 603. I notice it just holds better when there's like a groove, like you're putting a wedge or something into it. So it's used for like tongue and grooving. So, you know. See you later, hot mess. Make sure to hit me up. I'll have to find a time to collab. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Appreciate it. Got 7 awesome people in the chat. Currently, I'm just finishing up this handle here, but it's definitely got some work to do before I'm done with it. But this is probably my last project of the night here. Yeah. Subfloor. Oh yeah, subfloors. That's a good. Yeah, there you go. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what the compound is in there, but I know it does help it dry better. From my understanding, when the wood is in like a groove space like that. And one thing that I do is I make sure all the lacquer, if I'm not starting with of course, just a brand new piece of hickory like I normally do, make sure all the lacquer is stripped off, because that's just a great way to get your hands hurt, to be honest. All right, let's go bring this over. Hey, Maggie. Uh-oh. Hey, Mom. Yeah. I'm just finishing my live right now. I'll be in right after you. Hey, what's up? Let's get magnetic. How's it going? Are you in the... I am going to be going magnet fishing tomorrow, but if you're free later tonight there, James, let's hop on a little FaceTime call or something, eh? But yeah, we're almost done here. I'm doing real good. Finally got this guy. Here, polished up here a bit. Awesome. Oh, it fits so good. All right, let's find that wedge, huh? I'm gonna go make one cut on this wedge here real quick, guys. Actually, all right. Don't forget the glue. I will not. Okay. Definitely don't have... All right, I'm gonna have to use 2 of these. So I'm gonna first off, this in here. Gotta just clean out this inside here. This happens sometimes. Hell yeah, dude. I've been magnet fishing from a rowboat like the last few weeks. I'm about to go out tomorrow actually with it. I love it. I got an aluminum little like 12-foot John boat rowboat. But yeah, it's be a little sketchy, man. Be careful. Especially where you're at down in or up in, I guess, New York. All right. So I just kind of put it on one side and then smear it on there like that. Be careful. Definitely be careful. Not me, I mean the Let's See Magnetic. And put that there. Put this one right there. Alrighty, time to get a little bit of a heavier hammer. Fun. Smash the hell out of this in here, and I'll cut it off. But I have to say, this is turning out well. All right, now we got that on. I gotta cut all that mess off the top. Are the broken pieces gonna affect it? Oh, no, these are the wedges. So this is the part of the wedge you don't actually even use. So it just breaks off the top. I'm gonna actually cut this off and you'll see in about just 1 second. And booyah. Now we just got to smooth that top part out. And yeah, once the top part here is kind of smoothed out a bit, I'm going to then take a couple of these guys, these eye loop ones, and I prefer these eye tools because when you put them in boom and boom, it actually, instead of just putting out pressure, boom, boom, like two ways directionally, it puts out circular 360 pressure out on the tool head, and that's how the tool head stays sealed kind of in that socket head. Now it's a lot smoother on top, giving us the ability to add in our little circular wedges. That's what I do with the circle inserts. Yeah, I absolutely love these. I've switched actually all of my tools now that whenever I make a new handle, I switch over to this, and when old ones break, this is where I go. Get them on Amazon and like a big pack for like 20 some bucks. Plus, personally, I think they just look a whole hell of a lot more aesthetically pleasing. As you can tell there, boom. Got one in. And we have this puppy glued in there, so this will be one hell of a seated hand tool. Like all of mine, their point is to be harder than hell to get out. And booyah. Look at that, guys. That's pretty cool. I'm not totally done shaping the handle, but that is pretty cool. That is what I was hoping to do today, guys. Right on. Ooh, wow, that is cool. All right. Heck yeah. All right, guys. You're gonna want to see that, I'm sure of it. Thank you. I mean, it's not done. I got to finish the actual rest of the shaping of the handle. I want to do something a little ornate with it, but I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like I could really get me some serious mining going on with this thing. Oh, that feels so good. You know what this is going to be really nice for? When I'm bottle digging in the winter to break through that top layer of the hard, woo-wee. Heck yeah, guys. It's Badger Exploration, baby. We make things after we find them. We restore them. Heck yeah. Ooh. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out today. Thank you for watching this vlog or this live stream. This has been a pleasure hanging out with all y'all. And if you guys haven't already, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that thumbs up button. Share it out with your friends. And yeah, guys, we just need about 682 watch hours, and we are fully monetized. And if you guys are interested in supporting the channel and supporting us further, make sure to check out our membership and be one of the Badger monthly members. You can pay a variety of different options for different perks and commenting in the live streams, for different stickers, different merch, and available different content as well, along with chances to be featured on the lives and highlight what you guys have found. That being said, it's Badger Exploration. We find things. See you next week.